Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This reading covers the period from December 12th, when we have the full moon in Gemini, to January 10th, when we have the full moon in Cancer. This Gemini full moon, also known as the December full cold moon, will highlight a ton of information that you didn't have before. And thanks to Mercury, the planet of communication, moving from guarded Scorpio to outgoing Sagittarius, you'll be more inclined to share these thoughts. Every Gemini full moon brings tidal waves of information and demands that our eyes be open, our minds be inquiring and receptive, and our ears be ready. This full moon magnifies internal and external dialogues and spreads messages far and wide. This full moon spread is going to provide you messages that you need to hear about how to not only manifest for your highest good, but also what you need to release or what stands in your way. This is going to be an 8-card spread. I'll read also the bottom card of the deck for the overall energy, followed by I'm going to pull oracle cards for additional messages. While I'm doing this reading, I'm just going to ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment and share if and only if that's something that you like to do. And I just want to send a huge, warm virtual hug to all of my new and returning viewers. I love you guys so much, and it means the world that you guys are on this journey with me. Okay, Aquarius, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Also, I want to, in advance, apologize for any interruptions or any noises. I have changed locations. I am in the Caribbean for the next 2 months at my second home, and you will probably hear roosters cock-a-doodle-dooing. I don't know how we say that. There's a lot of more animals. You might hear motorcycles drive by, just weird noises that you don't normally hear. So I apologize in advance for any interruptions. So let's go ahead and get started. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What messages do we have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the Gemini full moon period? All right, that card, Queen of Pentacles, wants to be out. Gemini full moon for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Gemini full moon for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Oof, okay, so. Okay, Aquarius, your overall energy here is the 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands is all about communication, but it did come out in the reverse, so it may be that communication has been really difficult or might be a little bit blocked. The 8 of Wands, though, is all about manifestation. 8s are about stability, abundance, manifesting your highest dreams and your highest desires and goals. And you can see that this person, he is jumping full force ahead like a ninja. He knows where he wants to go. He's extremely flexible. This is kind of like you doing all of the work, setting your intentions, writing them down, or asking them out loud from your spirit guides or your angels. Okay, or your loved ones who have passed. And this is you then releasing these arrows. And do remember that, sorry, there's a huge gust of wind. It's very hot here, but it's very windy, so I have to keep the window open. So at this time, this is you setting these intentions and then releasing these arrows. These are arrows of love, so this may resonate with you in a love situation as well. But it could just be something that you're extremely emotionally attached to, like maybe changing your life, bringing about abundance, being healthy, okay? Your family being healthy, happy, secure, all right? But these 8 of Wands here, they've been released, and now you can't micromanage where they fall or when they fall. That's up to the universe, okay? So underneath that, we do have the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is all about, surrendering. It's very Neptunian energy, sort of Piscean energy, about pulling back, doing your own thing, no matter how much noise there might be around you or how much, other pressures that you might be receiving. The Hierophant card is that this could be a very spiritual journey or have to do with a message. And the Princess of Wands is all about going for it, following your passion, being excited, being potent, and ready for action. All right, Aquarius. So the first card out that just couldn't stay in the deck, this is the Queen of Pentacles. This is where you are in life right now. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You might have these energies in your chart. You just might be exhibiting these energies, or these might be in your surroundings. But the Queen of Pentacles, she is nurturing. She is mother. She is abundant. She's really hardworking. She's not afraid to get her hands dirty. She takes care of her house. She takes care of her children. You know, she's the person, she's not the most intellectual of queens, but she's definitely one of the most nurturing, her and the Queen of Cups. You know, so she takes care of people, she takes care of animals. She's very comfortable in her home, she's very comfortable in her surroundings because she's worked really hard and probably helped lay each brick in the foundation, okay? But how you project yourself to the world, Aquarius, right now is the King, the Emperor. Now, the Emperor does come with a little bit of a warning because he's very intense. He can be a little bit draconian when he lays down punishment, meaning he's very strict. He can be a little bit unyielding and a bit authoritarian. But he's also somebody who is he's all of the kings rolled into one. He's the king of all kings. He's the master of his craft. He does everything perfectly with strength. He doesn't second guess himself. He doesn't get caught up in what his advisors are saying. You know, he often knows how to make decisions because they come from within and from a very, very grounded and centered place of strength. So people see you as the king, Aquarius, and that is pretty awesome. All right. What's blocking you, Aquarius, is the Queen of Cups. All right, so it could be here. I'm just seeing right off the bat, and this isn't going to be for all of you. I see one king and I see two queens. Okay, so I'm getting for some of you, this might be a third-party situation. You might be in love with somebody who's married to somebody else. You might be looking for a job promotion. Okay, you might be looking to hire someone and you're torn between two very good candidates, two very different candidates. But I see both of these women, they're mothers. They're both very nurturing. They look very similar. They could be sisters. They could be siblings. Again, though, when I talk about gender, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're men or women. Again, it's all about masculine and feminine energy. We both have those within. Sometimes we exhibit more of one or the other. Okay, so the Emperor here, you might be torn between two women. You might be torn between two ideas, two jobs. One that's, health sciences and working outdoors. Another one that's more arts, or might be like tarot reading or something where you use your intuition, or something more like poetry where it's more artistic. All right, so that's just a message for one or two of you. Again, it could be a person, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy that's blocking you in your endeavors, okay? It could be somebody at work. It could be an ex-partner, okay? It could be many different things. But this feminine energy is what's blocking you. The Queen of Cups, when she's in the reverse, the warning here is that she's, she can be very jealous. She can be dramatic. She can be over emotional. She can really engage in a lot of emotional blackmail, trying to get you to do things. Could be using the children against you, or the marriage, or your marriage vows, and to try to persuade you to stay or to do something, even if the situation doesn't call for that any longer. All right. So that's just for some of you. What you need to do in order to overcome these obstacles is the King of Wands. Now, this card also came out for your fellow Geminis, but the King of Wands energy, he needs to really stand his ground. Now, I do get for some of you, this is going to be a third-party situation, all right? Because the King of Wands can be a little bit of a player, although he didn't come out in the reverse. But the King of Wands has lots of sexual energy. It could just be that there's a flirtation that's throwing you off track as well. For others of you, it's not going to resonate at all as a love relationship, okay? It's going to be it could be, your spiritual journey. It could be something happening at work, okay? So please take that to heart. The King of Wands energy is, what you need to do to overcome these obstacles is you need to stand in your power. You can see he has this wand. It's erect. It's all about his potency. He's a natural born leader. He's really passionate about what it is he's doing. Okay, now he doesn't always have a plan B to fall back on, which can be a little bit of a negative thing, but he trusts himself, and it's all of this sacral and solar plexus chakra energy, which is about creating from a place of, really wanting this and knowing that this is good for him and standing his ground and being extremely powerful about everything, the decisions that he makes and what he does. He's an entrepreneur. Sorry guys, you're gonna hear that often. He's an entrepreneur, he's a businessman, anything he touches, he turns to gold. We have the Emperor energy and we have the King of Wands. So people see you as the Emperor, but for some reason you're having some doubts, okay? Now, again, these doubts could be, again, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles might be two sides of yourself that you need to blend, all right? So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's two people, but it could also be two parts of yourself that you need to blend, and you're having a little bit of difficulty here. So Spirit is saying, hey, King of Wands, use your power, your potency, your strength, your innate ability to lead and to take the lead and to make decisions. What you can do within to achieve these goals and desires, the Six of Cups, this is a reunion of some sort. So some of you, this might really, really speak to you as a reunion, as, meeting up with somebody from the past. It could be a past love. It could be that Mercury retrograde, which we just went through, brought back somebody from your past. Again, maybe you're with the Queen of Pentacles and this Queen of Cups has come back into your life, and that could be causing a little bit of chaos for you. But it doesn't necessarily have to, remember, be about two people. But the Six of Cups, okay, within, this is all about uniting two things. It's like bringing a playful energy back. Don't be too serious about what's going on. I think you have to make a decision here, or you need to figure out how to move forward. You need to figure out how to manifest what it is for your highest good, what you need to release, and I think you need to release a little bit of this energy, this like being overly emotionally attached to something, and bring a little bit of playfulness into it, not being too serious, whether it's a relationship or it's just a metaphor. If you meet somebody and things are going really well, but then you start laying it on thick and talking about marriage and having babies, and that might really freak someone out. And this card is like, hey, maybe it's like, take things a little bit lighter, bring a playful energy to this. This does speak of soulmates and twin flame type energy as well. So some of you might be dealing with that situation in love. All right, what you can learn from the outside world or from others is Temperance. This is all about balance. This is the ultimate card of patience. This is the card of Sagittarius. So Sun is in Sagittarius, so the period is now. Temperance is also a reminder that your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, and your loved ones who have passed, they're all around you. But in particular, you have a guardian angel, or you have angels that are guiding you on this path. It's divinely ordained, so you can't really make any wrong turns. And if you do and you fall off track, it's all about paying attention to your soul, meditating, going within that introspection to bring you back like a natural built-in GPS system. Temperance is also during this time of holidays and parties and fiestas, etc., that it's a time to really be careful about what you're eating and what you're drinking, to take part in self-care. Make sure that you're eliminating excess. Now remember, this Sagittarius period is also a time when you're trying to figure out to bring balance, eliminate excess, overthinking, overeating, overdrinking, anything that you're doing too much. Social media, might be turning your brain to mush, or video games or something like that, okay? And your projected outcome, Aquarius, is the Two of Pentacles. I love this because I love how he's just dancing seamlessly across this, it looks like he's just walked on water, and he's like, yeah, I got this, I can do this. It's so easy. And I see this soundtrack, like of 70s music pumping through. I see the movie Guardians of the Galaxy. Some of you might watch that, or might be your favorite movie or something like that. But he's just sort of bopping along, and it doesn't matter. There might be some poisonous coral, there might be snakes or things, but he's walking barefoot because he's really grounded, he's really comfortable. He's sort of juggling everything really seamlessly. So whatever it is, making a choice, it could be between two people, two paths, it could be, your spiritual journey, whatever it might be, he's able to do it very seamlessly, no matter what, obstacles might come his way. So as you guys know, I'm in the Caribbean, so I love, whenever I'm here, I love to use my mermaid oracles. I feel so much more drawn to them, especially in this warm weather and the beautiful sea and all the fish and everything. They're such special cards when I'm down here. So let's go ahead and ask for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What messages do you have for them for this Gemini full moon? What additional messages do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this Gemini full moon? Experiments, manipulation of nature. Okay, energy field adjustment. Very interesting. For some of you, even though you're projecting yourself as the Emperor, I just got a message from Spirit. Some of you might be dealing with somebody like a boss or somebody in your life or in a relationship that they're very controlling. Okay, and this Experiments card is coming out. This is not a great card. It's manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge, and arrogance. All right, so that's a warning for you guys. Some of you might be a little bit. Remember the importance of every soul, no matter, if you like them or you don't like them, that every soul is here for a purpose. Okay, if you're trying to force a change, if you're trying to force something on somebody else, it's not always going to work. It might not yield what you want if it doesn't come from them in a genuine manner, and it's not sprung organically. Now, this could be that you're receiving this energy, and it's really, really, really important for you to break away from this energy. Again, this Queen of Cups card came out in the reverse. Again, that could be that jealousy. It could be somebody trying to force you into something. It could be somebody trying to emotionally blackmail you. Okay, so really interesting. This is the number 33, which adds up to 6. The number of Venus, which is love, and you also have the 6 of Cups. It could be somebody from your past, or it could be that you want to move in the direction of the person that you feel is your soulmate or in your divinely guided soul path, but you're experiencing these obstacles. Okay, and cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge. This is, using animals for testing. Somebody who's just really not that nice is what there's like a warning here in this card. Energy field adjustment, aura cleansing, and health. So for those of you who do Reiki, or if you don't, it might be the time to do that, to really balance your chakras. If it's you who's trying to force a change, okay? If it's you that's sort of being cruel in your pursuit of whatever it is that you're pursuing, maybe it's a person, maybe it's a job, okay, whatever it might be you that has to sort of come back to zero and do this energy field adjustment, this aura cleansing. Now you can look up online, there are lots of different ways to do that. Also, I suggest smudging, cleansing your environment, your house, your home, okay, whatever it might be. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get additional messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this Gemini full moon period. Additional messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this Gemini full moon period. Okay. Whoops, this card wants to come out. Woman holding a coin. That's the Queen of Pentacles coming out again. You have another 6. 6 is all about love. I feel like some of you, this has to do with the woman or the person that you're married to that might be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They might be using, money in order to blackmail you or to, or try to get you to do what they want to do. Or again, this could be your energy. Maybe you're holding money or debt or something over someone's head, Aquarius. But I do get more than anything, it's actually somebody, I don't know. For some of you, it's going to be you. For some of you, it's somebody you're dealing with, because I'm getting both of those messages here. Finance, wealth, abundance, this is going to be very important, but we also remember that it's only important to humans here on Earth, that ultimately money isn't the be-all, end-all, and oftentimes people who have a lot of money doesn't necessarily mean that that's what brings them happiness. It's the other stuff. It's the love, because love is all there is. It's the health. It's, other things. So I do see that here there's a lot of envy in your situation. So again, this Queen of Cups in reverse, she could be somebody who's very jealous. It could be a jealous lover. It could be a jealous partner. It could be somebody that's seeing you go through these changes and they're trying to really stop you from changing. Okay, they're really trying to stop you from manifesting what it is you want. Okay, but I do see you standing in your power and you being able to juggle this and handle this. But I do get that in your surroundings here, we do have this envy, we have this manipulation, we have jealousy, we have somebody that might be holding money over your head. Again, it could be a job. It could be a job that they really like you, but they're not willing to give you a raise. And they can see that you're probably going to leave soon or something like that, okay? So this could resonate in a lot of different ways for you, my dearest Aquarians. Okay, final message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Self-love, 61. Wow, 6 and 1 adds up to 7. Sevens are all about introspection, reevaluation. Okay, so it's going to be really important that you take care of yourself at this time, my dearest Aquarius. Okay, and again, that comes out loud and clear with this energy field adjustment card, that you need to bring yourself back into balance. That's also resonating here with the Temperance card and the Sagittarius period, which we're going through right now. You might be overeating, over drinking, overthinking, over social mediaing, you know, whatever it might be. You might be over feeling, you might be stuck in your head, you might be getting jealous. Whenever you feel like that equilibrium is lost, my dear Aquarius, it's time to pull back. You might need to pull away. You might be being overly cruel to yourself as well. Maybe there's an ex and you're just sort of like, they've moved on, and you always go and look at their social media and you see them happy. You know, again, that's just you torturing yourself. So Spirit says, please don't do that anymore. Okay, bring everything back into balance. All right, there may be a reunion on the horizon, or there may have been a reunion. There is a soulmate energy here as well. Okay, so lots of information for you, my dearest Aquarians. I love you guys so much. Please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment and share if and only if that's something that you like to do. Don't forget to ring that bell to get any new notifications from me and what's going on this channel. And I just want to thank you guys for being here. All right, I love you guys.